Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, December 27th. We only have, I believe, 4 more of these that we're doing. I have to laugh at the Facebook algorithms. They definitely watch what you're doing, and then they adjust the content that you get to see based on what you've liked and shared and such. So, my focus, generally is on finding the good stories, the things where it's like, okay, things might be turning around. This morning, bison roam free for the first time in 200 years in Indiana, was one of the ones on my feed. And some large farms are starting to understand that, natural pesticides, natural, flowers, will help control pests, so it's those kinds of stories that I get. But, I was really thinking about it this morning. Is like, I also, every once in a while when I dare to listen to just regular news, and the reason why I consider the work that I've been introducing to you over the last, 2 weeks so essential is because overall, on a general trajectory, I believe the world is in trouble and humanity is in trouble. I mean, the climate change snowball has started going down the slope, and that ain't going to get stopped anytime soon, and we are going to see the effects of that. How humanity has lived on Earth, we have run up against the wall of that ability, of how we've lived. We have been unsustainable. We have poisoned pretty much everything around us. We are gobbling up land. I mean, I live here in Colorado. The rate at which they're building houses here is absolutely stunning to me. We are gobbling land up like Pac-Man. And, the list goes on and on and on. We have reached the limit of our sustainable living on Earth. And then you look at what else is going on worldwide in terms of, dictatorships rising, authoritarianism rising. I mean, just look, it seems like almost every week another country is going more towards that direction. Humanity is in trouble and the world is in trouble. And, we can do actions, absolutely. There are things we can do, but I firmly believe that the only way we are going to change this world and change it to one that we want to live in, where the soils are rich with nutrients so that our food is rich with nutrients, that the waters are run clear and clean, that the air is clean, that we live in communities that respect each other rather than try to kill each other for their belief systems. We've gotten so extreme in our mine is right and yours is wrong, and we kill each other for it. I mean, it's happening all over the world. And so what kind of a world do we want to create is the first question. And we can all imagine that, but oftentimes when we do that, we're like, but human nature isn't going to be able to do that. Well, I don't believe that either. I believe we have a choice point right now. And that choice point is, yes, we can go down with the ship like the trajectory is taking us right now, or we can make a choice to evolve. One of my favorite quotes is from Einstein. It's like, we can't solve our problems with the same level of thinking that we were in when we created them. I changed that to, we can't solve our problems with the same level of awareness that we were in when we created them. We will start designing this world and designing our built environment and living in alignment with the earth when we can make an evolutionary leap. And these 13 life principles, as simple as they seem, they are the most profound framework when taken together, when woven together, and truly committed to help us make that leap. And that is why we do this work we do. I want to see a world that I want to live in. I want to be able to go on social media and not see extreme vitriol. I want to be able to go out in nature and not see what came today, cyclone bombs. No, cyanide bombs. I'm sorry, cyanide bombs. The Trump administration wants to authorize cyanide bombs again. I have no clue what they're used for, but they kill wildlife completely indiscriminately. I don't want to live in that kind of a world where we don't think through the actions, the consequences of our actions. Humanity seems to have almost no ability to think through all the way to the end. At least in Europe, they have something called the precautionary principle, where first it has to be proven to be not harmful before it's allowed to be, let's say a pesticide or some substance, some chemical substance. It has to be proven not harmful to the environment and humans before it's allowed. Here, it gets thrown out into our environment and we're the guinea pigs, and then we as society have to prove that it's actually harmful. And we're seeing that right now with Roundup and Monsanto and all the evidence that is starting to come out that it is actually harming everything. I mean, it's harming our health, it's harming the environment. And so if we can make this evolutionary leap, if we can step up to the plate and say, we need to change ourselves to change the world, we have a shot. And that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's why I'm putting myself out every morning here with you, just to give you a sense of it, a sense of what is possible. And so with that, I want to pick our card today. Here's the card set. And also, we now, as I said, we have the cards, our new cards that we are designing online. So you can actually go online and start picking a daily card yourself. And I will put the link in the comments below. And that is just a wonderful way to just start introducing yourself to this daily practice of picking a life principle card and taking it into your day. Taking a practice of that into the day. Have one focus per day. We tend to get a little too overwhelmed when there's too much information and we go asleep, meaning we start thinking and we're not present and focused. Having one principle per day gives you that focus for the day where you can keep bringing yourself back. What is my principle for the day? If it's joy, am I in joy right now? Where is my joy right now? Am I seeing joy in everything? Am I in appreciation and gratitude right now? If not, what is keeping me from going there? So it's just an incredible focal point in your daily life. So I will, as I said, I will put the link to get access to that online picker in the comments below. We're also, just so you know, we have an online training that goes through each of these life principles in depth. And it is a powerful training. It's designed to be over 6 months, and there's live coaching with it as well. Meaning there once, 2 to 3 times a month, myself or my assistant coaches come on to a coaching call and we assist you. So I call it an online self-study course. So you can go at your own pace with the material, but you can get help. And so the information on that, I'll put in the link as well, just in case you've gotten curious about what we're doing here, which is introducing a new humanity. We're opening up the field of possibilities for a new humanity to step in and to shatter it's just human nature to be destructive, to be angry, to be emotional, to be, you know, who we've been. It's not. But we've got to be able to step onto that field of possibilities, and these principles are your launching pad for that. So with that, let's pick a card for the day. Check egos, which we've had once before. And it is such an incredible cornerstone of this work. And it is all about starting to become aware of what's inside of you, what is functioning inside of you. That, you know, the primary practice with check egos is notice and observe. That is the primary practice. And let's untangle that one a little bit more. So notice means you are actually aware that you're in an emotional reaction anytime during the day. So somebody irritates you, somebody cuts you off, you get, you know, you have a judgment, you get hurt by something, you have a goody two-shoe ego coming up where you feel you're right, they're wrong, you have righteousness show. All of those fall into the category of emotions, which I explained in a previous Facebook Live, the difference between emotions and feelings. And in that awareness, you understand there's an ego behind it. Behind every emotional reaction is an ego, period, end of sentence. It is that simple. Yes, the process of getting rid of the egos may take some time, but the base understanding, if you can just understand that one-to-one relationship, there's an emotional reaction, there's an ego behind it. Egos are not who you are. Egos were created to handle situations in the past, and they became permanent residents. But ultimately, who you are is not egos. And when you can understand that, you can start separating yourself from that ego. I'm having an emotional reaction right now. That is an ego. That is not who I am. I'm going to step into who I am, which is an observer of myself. I am appreciation and gratitude. I am calm centered. And from that place, I am going to look at this emotional reaction. That's the observe part. So notice is knowing you're an emotional reaction, but if you don't do observe, you write down that hole. When you can observe from your future self perspective, let's say that, from that place that is not triggered by anything, that is unconditional, that is in appreciation and gratitude, and you can see it, oh, there I am. Look at that anger ego. Look at that judgment ego. I wonder how it is functioning in my body right now. Okay, I can feel it in my solar plexus. Yep, there's this contraction in my solar plexus. And boy, does it feel addictive. I can feel the draw to go in there, that righteousness. Yep, I can feel it. What are the thoughts that are coming into my head right now? Ooh, that person is just such a jerk, and oh my God, look at what they're doing, and all the self-talk that happens, unworthiness, not good enough, all of that. There is a relationship between your thoughts and how it triggers the emotional chemical reaction in your body. And when you can fully see it, not just notice it, you know, most of us are getting this, especially those of us who have done a lot of spiritual work, we're good at noticing, yep, I'm in an emotional reaction right now. Great. But you've got to now take the next step and separate yourself out from that emotional reaction and just see it, observe it, don't be it. That is how you gain control over your emotions, over your egos. Because once egos run in the shadows of your unawareness, they can only function when you're not aware of them. The moment you shine the flashlight on them, they cannot hide anymore. And that's when the dissolution of these egos starts happening. Some of them are stronger than others. Some of them you'll see, and they're little tiny guys, and they will go poof immediately. And some of them will hang on for dear life and go have a powerful hissy fit. And that's when they might feel like they're coming up stronger. They will fight and fight and do whatever they can to stay in control. They don't want you to take back the reins. They don't want you to step into your future self. They want to keep control. But this is the invitation. When you can start understanding what is pulling your strings and who they are and how to step out of it, you are going to start taking back the reins of this ship that is called you, who you believe yourself to be. And it is the most profound liberation you can have when you can make this step. So there you have it. Check egos is our principle for today. You know, a lot of us, you know, when we pick that, it's like, oh no, what egos am I going to be seeing today? But we've trained ourselves to go, yes, check egos. Let's see what comes up. So let it be that. Don't go into self-judgment when you start seeing these egos. Don't go, oh God, I can't believe I'm so judgmental. No, no. This ego's brought you to this moment in time. Celebrate it, see it, don't be it, let it go. It's that simple. It really is. So let's let it be that. Let's step onto this field of possibilities to a new human future, into our future self, so that we can design a world that we all want to live in. With that, I'm signing off. I wish you a magnificent rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow at 9, bright and early. Bye, everybody.